feel the presence.
We're worried about her sanity, Dr. Price.
Do you believe in ghosts, Dr. Price? In the air, in the walls. It has found us.
Mrs. Winchester, oil and construction.
Spirits killed by the rifle. Family unknown.
Spoiler warning. Winchester ending isn't just shocking, it's a lie. Buckle up because this breakdown will rewrite everything you thought you knew. The story begins in California in the year 1906, where construction is underway on the Winchester family mansion. Rooms are being added constantly under the direction of a woman named Sarah Winchester. Still grieving the recent tragic deaths of her husband and daughter, Sarah remains in deep sorrow. As a symbol of her mourning, she dresses in vibrant colors instead of traditional black, that we are then introduced to a young boy named Henry, who suddenly becomes possessed by an evil spirit. He walks around eerily with a bag over his head. His mother, Sarah's niece, intervenes and removes the bag, only to find Henry's eyes completely white as he ominously says, "He is coming for us." Meanwhile, a doctor named Eric is introduced. Struggling with addiction after his wife's death, Eric clings to a bullet engraved with the words "Together Forever." Soon, a man from the Winchester Company approaches him with a photo of Sarah and offers him a job. Evaluate her mental health. The company believes Sarah has gone mad, and they want Eric to prove it so they can take over the business. The man even promises double payment. Eric agrees and arrives at the Winchester mansion the next day, where Sarah's niece gives him a tour that night. While taking drugs, Eric thinks he sees a ghost behind him. Startled, but unsure if it was real, he brushed it off as a hallucination. A servant then invites him to dinner, where Eric meets Sarah for the first time. Later that night, Eric dreams of his late wife and wakes up terrified. He hears a noise coming from the garden room and goes to investigate. There, he sees Sarah retrieving a box from a hidden locker. Feeling watched, Sarah checks her surroundings while Eric hides. He then encounters a ghost, panics, and rushes out of the room. As he wanders the halls to investigate further, he sees Henry again, wearing a bag over his head at this time. Henry tries to jump from the roof, but Eric catches him just in time and saves his life. His mother arrives and tends to him. It is revealed that the same spirit haunting Henry is also responsible for the deaths of Sarah's husband and daughter. The spirit is now targeting the entire Winchester family out of a desire for revenge. Though the reason is still unclear, the next day, Sarah insists to Eric that she isn't crazy. She says she can tell the difference between reality and illusion, and that the spirits in the house communicate with her, asking her to complete their unfinished business. That night, Eric again explores the house and sees Sarah in a room drawing what appears to be a layout of another room. As she finishes, all the candles go out, and a ghost appears, terrifying Eric and forcing him to flee out later. Sarah explains that all the spirits she communicates with were killed by Winchester rifles, the very weapons made by her husband's company. Eric reveals that he was once shot by a Winchester gun and died for 3 minutes before coming back to life. Since then, he's kept the bullet as a reminder. Sarah warns him that keeping death-related objects is dangerous. She explains that after death, people who return can see spirits, just like her and Eric. Sarah further explains that the ghosts ask her to replicate the rooms where they died. These recreated rooms allow the spirits to return to the human world peacefully. To prevent them from causing harm, Sarah seals each room with 13 nails, a sacred number believed to trap the spirits within their rooms. That is why construction in the house never stops. The next day, the spirit possesses Henry again. This time, it drives him to attack Sarah with a gun. Eric and Henry's mother intervene just in time to save her. Eric urges her to take Henry to a hospital, concerned about his mental state. Suddenly, the same servant reappears and claims he wants to help Eric. He leads Eric to the room where Henry had stood with the bag over his head. There, the servant reveals his true, ghostly form and threatens that everyone will die. Horrified, Eric flees to Sarah and demands answers. Sarah shows him a newspaper and reveals that the man was never their servant. He died 19 years ago. Sarah explains that the ghost is after her family to avenge the deaths of his 2 brothers, who were killed by Winchester rifles during the war. After their deaths, the man infiltrated the Winchester Company and killed 15 people before locking himself in a room. When police arrived, they shot and killed him. Now, his vengeful spirit is attempting to return by recreating the room where he died, hoping to kill all the remaining Winchesters. That suddenly, an earthquake hits, destroying parts of the mansion and killing some workers. Though Sarah, Eric, and Henry's mother survive. Eric hears a familiar voice from the garden room and discovers that it now resembles his own home. There, he sees a vision of his wife holding a Winchester rifle. The memory of what happened comes flooding back, that Eric's wife had also seen ghosts and told him, but he didn't believe her. In a fit of frustration, she accidentally shot Eric, killing him temporarily. When she realized what she had done, she was consumed by guilt and took her own life right in front of him. Back in the present, Eric sees his wife's spirit along with others. They ask him to help Sarah continue building the rooms for the spirits. Meanwhile, Henry's mother looks for Eric, who encounters another evil ghost. This time, he shoots it with a Winchester gun, destroying it. Henry's mother finds him just in time, and all the spirits retreat into their rooms. The doors are sealed with nails to keep them contained. Eric then writes a report stating that Sarah is not insane and is perfectly sane. The company's claims are dismissed, and Sarah continues her mission of building rooms for the spirits. With Eric's full support, as the story wraps up, a banana falls from one of the rooms, hinting that the door lacked the 13 protective nails. The lingering presence could be Sarah's husband or daughter. Perhaps they're the reason she helps the dead. Sarah believes that the Winchester family is cursed, haunted by the spirits of those killed by their guns. In her effort to bring peace, Sarah built the ever-expanding mansion, giving each spirit a place to rest. The house is considered haunted to this day, with its endless rooms, staircases to nowhere, and maze-like chimneys. Workers continue construction under Sarah's guidance. What makes it more chilling is that this is based on a true story. The house was eventually sealed, said to contain the spirits forever. With this eerie ending, the story concludes. Think you could survive Winchester World? Tag a friend who'd fail miserably. Don't forget to subscribe unless you're scared of the truth. Thanks for watching.